What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I'm of course the Joker, and today I'm going to be giving you the monthly Monday recap video. Now, this video can be out on Fridays or it can be on Mondays. Pretty much, it's when I'm able to do it, recapping everything that happened last month in Yu-Gi-Oh, so you guys stay up to date in case you might have missed anything. And I really like making these videos for you guys because I feel when I do the whole recap videos, it really helps a lot of you guys out in case you might have missed anything, and that's why I want to continue doing with this channel. At the end of every month, I will be making these videos if that's what you guys really want to see. And of course, like the last video, I will be putting pictures of the things I'm talking about right beside me. But without further ado, let's just get right into it, shall we? So the first thing I will be talking about is the Spirit Warrior set. Now, this set has basically officially been out for an entire month now, and I know that I gave the set a lot of hate when I did a review video on it when I was walking home from my college and explaining why I personally wasn't going to get the set. And if you guys want to check out the full video, there'll be a link to that in the description down below. But you know, I pretty much gave the set, you know, it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too great because of the whole Six Samurai set coming out in it. And although, you know, Six Samurais are a rogue school deck, it's one of the fan favorites. It's not one of my personal favorites, and that's why I didn't pick up the set, because I personally didn't want to see any Six Samurai cards. Also, the fact of, like, I was really hoping for Magical Musketeers or just Magi Bullets, because that sounded really cool until they changed the name. But, you know, looking at the ratio of all the different cards and all the different sets and looking at all the openings, because that's what I do. I do a lot of research when I'm looking at, should I open this set, should I not? Is the chance of me actually getting any of the cards I want very high or very low? And looking at the ratio and looking at all the maths, because that's what I love doing. I'm a big maths nerd and all that as well. You know, I found that I wasn't going to get the cards that I wanted, and even if I bought the cards by themselves, it would still be way too expensive for me. So, you know, I steered clear of that deck, and I saw that a lot of people did as well, because, you know, not many people actually even end up getting the set. So it wasn't a big thing, but it wasn't really a low thing like other sets. But, you know, that's just my opinion. And if you guys want to talk about that more, feel free to comment down below. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or even Discord, and I'll chat with you guys even more on that. Now, moving on to the next thing I want to be talking about is YCS. Now, I talked about this in my last video because, you know, YCS Dallas came up. Now we've got another YCS, and this is going to keep on happening until it's pretty much over. But, you know, YCS changed a lot more with this one now. And, you know, a lot of awesome people went. There was amazing people, and there was a lot of unique decks. Like, there was the whole zombie decks. There was even Light Swans decks, apparently. I didn't personally go, but I pretty much read into a lot of this stuff. And, you know, I do a lot of my research on these particular things just so I know what I'm facing. Even if I'm not being able to go there because of price and all that, you know, I still want to find out all the things that I could be facing and how to possibly beat it, so I can give you guys my opinions on it and help you guys out. Now, you know, talking about the whole YCS, there was a lot of course, OP decks. Spirals, of course, is still topping at that because a lot of people are playing. It's pretty much one of the fan favorites at this point in time. But apart from that, there was also Pendulum Magicians and Trickstars getting the places other than that, which I really love seeing because, as a lot of you might know, I am a huge Trickstar fan. I'm trying to get into the deck even more. I'm pretty much just missing the hand traps for my deck to be like where it should really be at for it to be OP. And hopefully when I get those hand traps, I'll be bringing you guys the updated version on that. But if you guys haven't checked out my budget deck profile on that, there'll be a link to that in the description down below. But you know, I'm really excited the fact of there's more versatility with this now. The fact of Spirals getting hit with the last YCS, it opened up a lot more decks to different plays. It opened up different decks. Like, as I said, there was the whole zombies, there was Light Swans, there was all that, which is really cool to see. Now, other than that, of the Spirals, the Trickstars, and as I said, the other random decks, there was also one other thing I really wanted to mention. If you guys didn't already know this, the fact that an ABC deck actually took third place. So ABC, you can see that is really making a comeback, and that's another thing I want to talk about in the monthly recap videos. I want to talk about all the stuff that could be coming back as we've seen in the last month. So we can assume that Trickstars is still going to be played, Spirals of course are being played, Pendulum Magicians might be making a bigger comeback, and also ABC. So there's 4 decks right there, as well as Light Swans, but that's pretty much the 60 card Light Swan deck. So I mean, if you've got Ghost Reapers and all that, like I'm trying to pick them up, make sure to hit those particular decks, or, you know, just run the cards against them. If you guys want me to do an updated side deck video against those particular decks, I'll be happy to make that. But pretty much like my last side deck video, a lot of the cards are still quite useful, and they're still pretty budget. So if you guys want to check out that, there will be a link to that in the description down below. But keep in mind, there was a while that I did that ago, so if it does need to be updated, I'll be happy to update that for you guys. So that's it for the YCS talk. Now moving on to the next thing I will be talking about is the fact of the new things that we are currently getting. And keep in mind, I do not have a script in front of me. This is all off the top of my head. I wrote some of this down, but I won't do this freely and speakingly because that's the easiest way I can possibly do these videos for you guys. It's the way I can flow a lot easier, and it's just a way for me really to express how I truly feel the best way I possibly can. So the next thing, of course, that I'm talking about is the amount of link monsters that we're getting. If I could be editing a way better, I would put a pile of link monsters on me. So I'm going to try to get the screen to just pile a whole bunch of link monsters just right in front of me, even if it covers part of my face right now. But seriously, I won't be talking about all the link monsters that we are seriously getting for so many different decks. Now I'm going to pretty much speed run this as quick as I possibly can, trying to remember the amount of different ones we're getting. So we're getting Shadow Goki, the Fluffles, no, they're not getting Fluffles, the Madoshis, so many others. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the Evil Swarms. Pretty much, if I can remember any of the last ones, I'm pretty sure. But there's so many different ones that we're pretty much getting. We're getting so many different link monsters that can really help out a lot of decks, and we're getting some of them in the new VRAINS set, which is the next thing I'll be talking about, is the fact that that list has been completely spoiled for us now, which is pretty good, in my opinion, because I like to know exactly what we're getting and what we can pretty much look forward to seeing. And I did find a list of that, which I'll be putting in the comment section, in the description section down below for all you guys to check out so you guys can see for yourself. But more on the links, we're pretty much, as I said, getting all these different links. There's Gem Knights. Nicholas Mahaffey, you're an absolute legend. You actually sent me a whole list of different decks. I'm really sorry that I can't remember your list. I'm going to copy and paste that list that he gave me, if I can find it in the Discord chat, and pretty much give it to you guys in either the comment section down below or the description, whichever one works a lot easier for you guys. But pretty much, he helped me a lot with the time, as a lot of the other awesome people do on my channel, and a lot of the other people that support my channel, as a lot of the people that I talk to, like RAIOUZAS. I'm giving all these people a shout out, so of course, check them out. There will be links in the description to them, all in the description down below. So there's RAIOUZAS, there is Nicholas Mahaffey, there is YUGIOH19065, there is my team, Duel Society X, there is also Awesome James, he is absolutely amazing. There is the people I occasionally talk to, like Dark Magician 81. There is also the Facebook channel I am part of, which is Duelist Sanctuary. So there was all the shout outs that I wanted to give right there and then. I wanted to pretty much do this in the monthly, recap video as well, because I wanted to just spam out with the amount of knowledge I've been able to acquire for you guys, and the amount of things I currently know, and the amount of, sources that can also help you guys out if you want to check them out. But, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. The links, the fact that these awesome people have actually helped me find the list. There are so many links that we're getting. Sadly, though, we are not yet getting a... Sorry, I'm taking a breath, because it's one, if you guys know me so well, it's the one that I really want to see a link of, and it's Toons. I really want to see a Toon link, and I do have an idea for an awesome Toon link. Like, could you imagine, creator of Toons, some ridiculous version of Pegasus holding a dual disc, so he's like Kyberman, and his ability is allowing to search for any Toon card, pretty much having Dark Magician's ability, and he also has the ability to special summon or something else, but it resolves on, like, having a dice roll or something. I don't know, something absolutely ridiculous. Calling a card in your opponent's hand, like using Pegasus thing. I don't know, there's so many different ideas I've come up with this deck. And if you want to know more, hit me up in the comment section down below. Hit me up on Facebook, Discord, or even Twitter. If you guys have any ideas for awesome link decks, link monsters that should be created, and you guys wanted me to, like, acknowledge them, try to get them out there. I know that my subscriber count is low, but if I'm able to get them out there, like, I really want to help all you guys out. Sorry about the little skip, my phone accidentally died on me, but, I'm going to keep on talking from this point on, and as I was saying, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about links, and that's all I wanted to say about the stuff before, of just what actually happened last month. It was pretty much just YCS, the amount of people going crazy over the different decks, the amount of people that, were absolutely excited about all the different link monsters that we're getting Christian link monster and all that kind of stuff, which is really cool to see, but, I'll talk about more on that when they definitely come out, instead of it just being out in the OCG. So that's all I want to talk about with the stuff that really happened last month, because there wasn't that much. But now I want to bring on to this part of the video, which of course is the part of the video where I talk about the stuff that is yet to come. And this is, just talking about these stuff to expect, the stuff that are going to be coming out, which I'm super excited for. And the first thing I want to be talking about once again is the Pegasus set that is actually going to be coming out. This is really cool to see. I talked about this in my last month video where I was talking about, I thought this was coming as a deck box completely kind of structure thing. I was wrong, sadly. I looked into this even more. It's just coming as like a basic set of just boosters, but it's still really cool to see because, you know, a lot of these things are getting revamped. Ojamas are coming back even more with that. Although they probably won't get that much play, it's still a really cool nostalgia deck. And the next thing of the sets, of course, is the Legendary Duelist 2 set, which of course is about Band of Keith, Weevil, and Pegasus, which of course really is cool to see because, as a lot of you might know, I love the evil sides. As I said in my last video, I talked about this a little bit more. And you know, the whole thing of Weevil getting support, the whole thing of Band of Keith's decks, and as well as Pegasus, that's really cool to see. But I mean, until we get a lot more on that, and until we know a lot more of the cards that we're actually getting, I know we've got some, but you know, we don't have enough to really go off to review what we could be getting with that set. So I don't want to be going into that too much with this particular video, but trust me, when that set does come out, I will be doing a full recap and what to expect with that particular set. Now, of course, the next thing to talk about is the Hiver Duelist box set, which is really cool to see. I will be putting in, you know, behind me when that is expected to come out, because for the life of me, I'm pretty sure it's March. I think it's the end of March or close to it, either next year or 2019, but, you know, I'll definitely check up on the internet, and if I'm wrong on anything, I'll put, you know, in the text section right here or right here on when that actually comes out, and on the other side I'll of course put the picture of what it looks like, which is really cool to see, because, you know, if you didn't already know, this entire set is actually going to be in foils, which is really cool to see, because I absolutely love when an entire set comes out in foils. It just looks so much more beautiful, and if Konami did this a lot more, you know, people wouldn't be wasting so much money on, you know, the basic commons, but sometimes commons, when they're a useful common, it can be really awesome, and when it's cheap. So I mean, it's a good and bad thing for them to make so many commons, but at the same time, you know, I really wish there was more foils just in the game. But that's just me, because they look a lot more pretty. Give me your opinions in the description down below, or in the comment section down below, or hit me up, as I said, on any of those social networks. And you know, the last thing I will be talking about is the structure deck that is coming out after the light structure deck we're going to be giving, that we're going to be getting to do with the whole counter fairies. Now this is going to be, you know, just a dark version of that, and there will be a picture of what I've been able to find of this next to me somewhere, so you guys can see the name, because for the life of me, I can't remember the exact complete name, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, so I don't want to do that, because I hate butchering some particular names. So of course there will just be a picture of that, and you know, it's pretty much just the dark version of the light structure deck, and until we get more on that, I really can't talk about it even more, which I know really does suck. But you know, this is just a full recap video of what happened last month, which wasn't that much, but also to what to expect on what's coming up, and as well just to really just give you guys the heads up on what is happening in Yu-Gi-Oh! At this point of time, as well as last month and all of that, which I love doing for you guys, as I said, and I really hope you guys do enjoy seeing these videos. Now, of course, that actually is it for the monthly news video. That, of course, ends it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, if you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more content like this, and if you want me to make any other Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content, if it be deck profiles, tips, or just really anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related in general, I'll be happy to make it. Just comment your ideas down below, or hit me up on any of those social networks I've said before, and all the links to stuff of the channels and all that I've mentioned will be in the description down below, so check out all those amazing people. They're absolutely brilliant, and you'll enjoy them if you love Yu-Gi-Oh! As much as I do. But of course, that actually ends it for this video, and until the next one, I hope you guys all have fun dueling, and that is it for me, the Joker. Everyone else, see you next time!